Welcome back. How people pleasing sabotages weight loss in relationships. If you are struggling with saying no, or you usually say yes and go along with people and you're wondering why you're gaining weight, this is the video for you. Now, weight gain in relationship usually starts with one sentence is fine. I'll eat two, or I'll go with you, or I'll do that, or let me ask some of that, right? Any of those things can be a challenge if you are on a weight loss journey like this person. See if you can relate to them. I've been slowly regaining weight over the past 3 years of my relationship. One of my biggest struggles is saying no to him or turning down food. Part of it is not wanting to miss out, and part of it is that I'm a people pleaser. He often orders food multiple times a day or asks me to get DoorDash if what he ate didn't satisfy him, and I end up going along with it. I also have a habit of binging on snacks, binging on nights I don't work. My weight is starting to feel out of control, and I really want to address it now while I'm still young. Click like if that's something you can relate to. Now, you're not the only one who is challenged with this. Like, I saw this post online. I was like, a lot of people are identifying as people pleasers, and they're going to need support in order to correct that and make sure they get the results that they want. Now, what I want to point out here is this isn't truly a diet problem. It's a boundary and autonomy challenge. In this video, I've got 5 tips to help you so you know how to lead a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams instead of just going along with what other people want to do all the time, not getting the results you want. Now, if it's your first time here, my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight and feel their best without crash diets or guilt. If you're struggling with saying yes to what you want for your health, the No Willpower Health Habit System teaches habits that work for you and your life instead of against it. Instead of just going along with the picture, you actually pick what you want and you follow through with it. Now, one thing here, when we're talking about this situation, identifying as a people pleaser, you're eating because other people want you to, kind of thing, or you don't want to say no, or you're having challenges with that. This is a case or situation where therapy, mental health counseling, guidance counselor can be incredibly helpful, especially when food choices are tied to people pleasing, fear of conflict, or not wanting to miss out. So if you're having a fear of missing out, or you don't want to rock the boat too much, like the mental health professionals can give you clues and resources and guidance on the best way to handle that for yourself so you don't get into conflicts or feel uncomfortable. You know how to manage that more effectively. Now, as a health coach, I can also help you, but it's just a little bit of a different process. The first tip I have for you, start with the conversation you already know you need. Like, if you are going through this and you're feeling uncomfortable, you're asking for help online from strangers on Reddit, it's usually a good sign to open up the conversation with your partner to learn about some of those challenges, see what kind of feedback you get, see if there's something you can change or how you can work together on that so you have a different perspective. Now, I'm not a relationship coach. I've been in relationships, so I know how it can go. What I want you to focus on is how you can change your health habits so you can lead the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. Now, when you focus on it like that and you set it up and you approach it with that angle, if you're in a supportive partnership, they will help you with that. Now, if they aren't willing to help you reach your goals for your health, then you might have some other questions and you can refer back to that mental health professional. All right. But the conversation is key because they do have a huge impact on your life and your daily decisions, especially when it comes to food. If you're, sharing a household together or a refrigerator, or if you just go out to eat a lot, this is going to have an impact. So that's the first tip I have for you. To get into this a little bit further, it doesn't have to be blaming. This is about you. So you would say something like, I'm trying to feel better in my body. I need to be more intentional with food. I might say no more often. You can kind of signal that you're looking to make some changes, have that discussion up front. That way it's not like you're just being rude or saying like, you always make me do something, right? Because then you're making it about them, and your health journey is about you and what you decide to eat, your autonomy, your empowerment, all that. So that's the first tip. Second tip I have for you, be mindful of the people pleaser identity. This is a big one for you. If you are calling yourself a people pleaser, you're going to be looking for ways to affirm that. And it's not like that's a necessarily fantastic outlook and approach to everything, because what that could mean, what it means for a lot of people is putting someone else's wants ahead of your own needs for a sense of security. It's bending your rules, pushing your boundaries, deprioritizing yourself so you can feel safe, accepted, secure, loved, all that stuff. Now, this is something that the mental health professional can help you with, but think about what people pleasing means to you if that's an identity that you're going to take on, because that's going to have an impact on how you're living. So think about it, think about what that means to you, and if that is helpful for you. A good way to look at this is try asking, what am I protecting here when it comes to a situation? If someone asks you to do something, you don't really want to do it, and you say yes, then like, what are you avoiding, or what are you trying to protect? Are you seeking more comfort? Are you avoiding conflict? Is it about feeling chosen or safe? Just explore that. And that's a really good way to be on the next step. That can help you make more informed, empowered, autonomous choices when it comes to what you decide to eat. All right. And when you're protecting yourself, self protection could be fear based, could be avoiding things, all that. What we want to do, my goal, my vision for you and the channel is have you understand and think about what the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like. If you're always avoiding things and you end up going with ideas that don't match the life that you want to lead, then you're eventually going to be further away from the life that you want to lead from making those decisions consistently. So think about this question, then you'll be better positioned to make good choices for yourself. Now, if you're wondering how to do this, got that Live Aligned scorecard link below. That way you can figure out what choices you're making are aligned with your goals and which ones aren't. Third tip I have for you is label the behavior honestly. Now, this person had some shifts in how they're approaching it. What we want to do is look at if the behavior is costing you your health, confidence, and sense of control. It may be more accurate to call it self-abandonment instead of kindness. A lot of people think that people pleasing is a generous and kind thing to do. But if you are constantly doing that, then you are probably abandoning yourself, self-deprecating, not supporting yourself effectively to make healthy choices. So look at the behavior and what you're doing. Like if it's eating food to help someone else feel more comfortable with you, or you're trying to control their impression of you, then look at that and consider whether it's costing your health, confidence, and sense of self-control. Just be real with yourself, essential for making positive health changes. The fourth tip I have, every situation is a new choice. You don't have to do what you used to do. So even if you used to identify as a people pleaser, or you have a different degree of that, and now you're trying to support yourself more and not abandon yourself, or if you're trying to just change your health, you can just focus on that one thing. When you do that, you can recognize like, okay, I used to do that, and now I am making a choice to make more informed health decisions, right? This is a big step. It's a good way to think about it. You don't have to be the person that others expect you to be. You have to be the person who leads the life that you want. So think about the question, what does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? And then recognize that you're making more choices to that now, and that is your right to do that. Fifth tip I have for you here, structure matters even more on nights that you don't work. This person mentioned that they eat more on nights that they don't work, and that means you have more spare time in that moment on those nights, right? And when you have more spare time and less structure, then you need to build in your own structure so that you can stay on track. Emotional overeating happens when decisions are unplanned and you have free time to feel and think. If you are at work, usually you have to do things and people are calling on you, or you have to focus and whatever. You don't have to just like sit and think, or you don't get time to think about other things. So on nights that you don't have work, you have more idle time. You might let your mind wander a little bit more. Some things may feel uncomfortable. You might have some emotions. And then you have to understand that, emotions can be challenging to deal with on your own. And if you're eating to help manage your emotions, that can be a challenge. What we want to do is assess why you're eating more on nights that you don't work. Like, what are the choices? What are the things that are building into the choice when you decide to eat more than you would on a night that you would work, right? This is something I break down in the Live Aligned method, and understanding positive behavior support is looking at the environment, what's set up before you're making a choice, then the choice you make, and then the consequences of that choice, antecedents, behaviors, and consequence. So when you understand the structure more, you have a better awareness of it, then you can make informed decisions that are more aligned with the plan that you have and the life that you want to lead. Don't just do things because you haven't thought of them. Give yourself more time to understand your process and get the results that you want. So those are the 5 tips I have for you. If you are people pleasing, you could probably stop that because it's not helping you get the results that you want. Or you got to weigh which decisions are most valuable to you. Is it about being comfortable and going along with everyone and not creating conflict so you feel accepted? Or is it about, your health and what's most important to you? Only you can decide that, but these are some things to consider when you're making that decision. Let me know what you think in the comments. Click like, and then next you can watch Your Diet Should Fit Your Life, Not the Other Way Around. I'll put that video here. That's today's message. As always, keep practicing. Peace.